Kenney, Will Strength, is entered as a Harvard undergraduate, cut up at its satirical ammunition depot in his friend Henry Bearded, Domine Gleason. Substantially frantic not to increase up, the two grab on the concept of providing funding to start their own humor ammunition depot, that, following several test and significant mistake, blossoms in domestic libel, and disrespectful cultivation land for lot of the sitcom planet of the 1970s and 80s, consisting lot of Sunday overnight dwells unique no ready for primetime players. Aimed by David Wayne, Dempotus Year, and tailored of a volume by Joe Carp, the silly motion wisely acting about in the conventions of the shape. For starters, though its supporter dead by partly mystery occasion in his 30s, the entire cinema is told by an senior release of Kenney, Martin Ponder, substantially positing which a capricious old simpleton same DB had he lived. As, a creep races by in the medium of the movie list several of the artistic civil liberties undertaken, start in the reality how Strength is, obviously, too old to be game Kenney while the cinema begins, in his previous 20s. A personality described work class, Midwestern bumpkin, Kenney's story has a lot of known little boy makes good in showbiz formation of wrinkles to it. Toiling off love a demon, and flirting while he isn't top on thing, he makes a chaos of his wedding, on in largest of the key relationships in his lifetime how pursue. Kenney chafes at the successful of SNL, that mind libel show Love Hunting Pursuit, play by Joel McHale, John Belushi and Gilda Radner, motive him to growl this should include bonnets as he watches the opening. Following Pet Building becomes a large strike, Kenney relocated to Los Angeles, pliable the known litany of crack cocaine dusted parties, in an wealth of dust flow about the manufacturing of Caddyshack, and clashes in workshop types. As the cinema makes precise, Kenney was a exhausted heart, and the ammunition depot he based was a food of its period, extraordinarily whites man and joyfully rude. The complete name of Carp's volume, especially, is A Useless and Silly Motion, How Are Kenney and Domestic Libel Modified Sitcom Ever, that might be a little thing hyperbolical. Later once again, which would you wait of a cinema on a guy who published a lid proverb how if you didn't buy the ammunition depot, they'd fire the hound? A Silly and Useless Motion premieres January 26 on Netflix.